on, everybody? It's your buddy, it's your pal Spaz Phoenix, the YWC Reality Check, here with your February 14th, some may call it Valentine's Day, even though it's a bullshit holiday, SmackDown Live post-Elimination Chamber review. Really good show, Elimination Chamber. I liked it for the most part. I like the remade chamber. It's a little hit and miss. I like the new structure of it. They don't need to have like the Vegas style lights on it and all that sort of thing. Really good match. Obviously really happy for Bray Wyatt. Really happy for although it was short-lived, I liked the tag team turmoil match, and the two really good women's matches that we got on the show were really great. The battle of Zack Ryder's tag team partners on the kickoff show was a bit odd, and you know, it is what it is. It's like the Rumble. You tune into the Rumble for the Rumble no matter what else is on the card. Look back to this Rumble. You had AJ Styles versus John Cena, which was a fantastic match, but it wasn't why you tuned into the show. Elimination Chamber is why you tuned into the show. Baron Corbin looked good. Looks like we got Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose to look forward to. John Cena, we know what he's going to be doing. In fact, Nikki Bella interacted with Maurice sort of indirectly backstage after her match. So all the seeds are being planted where they need to be planted. But started off tonight's show with video highlights from the chamber, which is really good. Bray Wyatt comes out to start the show, obviously. Huge ovation. Huge "you deserve it" chants while the commentators are letting us know that we're going to have Cena invoking his immediate championship rematch clause tonight. The main event is going to be John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, or so we think. Bray Wyatt comes out, starts pontificating in the ring while all the Fireflies are doing their thing. Abigail said it would never be easy, and she was right. She spoke the truth, and so do I. I knew this day would come. You can believe me when I say I knew this day would come, and for damn sure, I have the whole damn world in my hands. My power is a scary thing. It's going to open your eyes, it's going to open your ears, and it's going to lead you to paradise. Stand in my way, and you will burn in fire. Welcome to the era of Wyatt. That's the bare bones of what he said. You guys know I've never been one to recant a Bray Wyatt style promo very well. Go back to his feud with The Undertaker where I tried to read them word for word, and what a disaster that was. Cena comes out, congratulates Wyatt, then sort of gets a little sarcastic, which is kind of good. These brainwashed people are out here actually saying that you deserve it. No man deserves anything in this world. You gotta earn it. He calls out Wyatt face to face. He wants to fight him right now. He says it like it's a new challenge. But we've already been told less than 5 minutes ago that the match is happening. Sorry. Give me a second. That's good. Styles comes out and says, you don't get a rematch before me. You can't do what you want just because you're John Cena. You can't hop in line in the queue. You can't get in line at the grocery store ahead of me just because you're John Cena. This isn't about you. It's about me, and I've already beaten you. I know I can beat Bray Wyatt, and I want a match right now. Daniel Bryan comes out, he congratulates Bray Wyatt, which is, you know, respect all the way around, except for AJ Styles, because he's the heel. Is Bray Wyatt a heel at this point? I'm going to say no. Cena deserves a rematch. Styles has earned a rematch. Tonight we promised a title match. Cena versus Styles versus Bray Wyatt in a title match in the main event tonight. Holla, holla, holla. And they compare Daniel Bryan to Teddy Long, which I don't really understand because Teddy Long's whole shtick, there goes my clipboard, Teddy Long's whole shtick was making tag team matches or matches with The Undertaker, so I don't know how setting a triple threat match is a Teddy Long reference, but they're stretching, seeing as he's going in the Hall of Fame. In the back we see Ambrose hollering, speaking of Teddy Long, about Baron Corbin. Backstage he wants Corbin, rah, give me Corbin. American Alpha versus the Ascension, and immediately I roll my eyes because that's what we've been conditioned to do when the Ascension comes out. But, better match than you're expecting. Really. Sorry, sinuses are fucked as usual. Gable and Victor start collar and elbow tie up in a chain wrestling sequence that you don't really expect from one of the members of the Ascension. Gut-wrench takedown by Gable, Ascension toss Alpha out of the ring. Stereo top rope lariats by Alpha, and they toss out the Ascension. You know, anything you can do, I can do better. You guys know I love that story. Victor rides a headlock and then throws Gable's sternum first into the turnbuckle. Clothesline by Connor, knee lift by Victor, and Connor goes on for the headlock. Alberto Del Rio style armbar over the top ropes by Gable. Hot tag to Jordan, who's got forearms for everybody, front slams for everybody, suplexes for everybody, but Jordan needs the turnbuckle shoulder first, and a double team slam by the Ascension almost gets an upset victory, but I mean American Alpha, I guess, Alpha up and get the Great Amplitude for the win. Now, I didn't expect the Ascension to win this, but they did look good in this match. It wasn't a squash match by any stretch of the imagination. And if you listen to the commentary, and if you look at the opening sort of graphics that SmackDown shows in their little in normal television, it would be a lower third, but they do their name panels sort of up the side. Between the graphic assistants and the commentary assistants, we get a lot of push on the fact that these guys got a fluke win last week, that Victor is from the dungeon in Calgary, which I didn't know, and that they were the record-breaking NXT Tag Team Champions, which is good. Ascension leave, Usos pop up on the screen and talk some shit on the Titantron, and we move on to stuff that's not quite so fun. Carmella and Ellsworth are doing some Valentine's Day crap in the back. Ambrose is still looking for Corbin, tells Ellsworth that Carmella's using him. Carmella ramps up Ellsworth into a match with Ambrose, because that's a good idea. Daniel Bryan signs off, and it's like, okay, cool. You look like you need to blow off some steam because of what Corbin did to you on Sunday. It's all good. Video package for Teddy Long going into the Hall of Fame. I have no problem with Teddy Long going into the Hall of Fame, joining the Rock and Roll Express and Kurt freaking Angle. It's looking like a good Hall of Fame class. You look at Teddy Long, from being a referee to being a manager to being the general manager of SmackDown, longest running general manager of SmackDown. The guy has a career that he can really be proud of. It's cool. I like it. It's a good little thing. I like when there's a mix in the Hall of Fame. I know this is a bit of a tangent, but I like when it's not all singles main event wrestlers going into the Hall of Fame. You got to have a couple singles wrestlers. You got to have a couple not quite main eventers. You got to have a couple women in there. You got to have tag teams. You got to have managers. You got to have other people that have made an impact in the industry, not just the Hulk Hogans, the Randy Savages, the Stone Cold Steve Austins, and eventually the John Cenas. It's good. Not to be redundant, but it gives us a good little mix in the Hall of Fame. Ellsworth versus Ambrose doesn't happen because Ambrose gets jumped by Corbin on the rampway. They brawl on the stage, and it's capped off by a deep six on Ambrose into the electrical table, which is nice. Haven't seen the fake pyro out of the electrical table in a long time. Nikki and Natalya brawling. We see highlights from Sunday, even when they bump into Maurice. I really thought when they replayed this, they were going to set some sort of tone for that mixed tag match that we know is coming at WrestleMania. But no, instead we see Nikki and Daniel Bryan looking at the video footage of it, talking about how Daniel Bryan is so sick of them fighting. They fought in everywhere but the ring. Natalya says that she's being hard done by because there's family bullshit, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, Roddy, the typical Natty shtick. Daniel Bryan announces that next week we're going to get Natty versus Nikki in a Falls Count Anywhere match, which I have no problem with. It's good. Speaking of good women's matches, Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. Mickie James wanted a rematch from the match on Sunday at Elimination Chamber. Let's just say, and I know I said it on the tackle with Kristen, unfortunately Guapo wasn't able to join us, SmackDown is showing Raw in spades how to put focus on their women's division by showing that you can have feuds that don't revolve around the championship or Nia Jax, but things just revolve around Nia Jax because she has her own orbit. That's another story for another day. You got 3 stories in the women's division on SmackDown, and it works. And you got like a rookie versus legend story. You got a title situation that is just sad. And then you've got the other Natalya versus Nikki situation, which is just something else entirely based on jealousy, friendship, rah. But Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. Collar and elbow tie-up, some chain wrestling, and a lot of pinning reversal sequences to start. Front slam by Lynch, front face lock and a hammer lock by Lynch. Back elbow by James, double leg by Lynch. Forearms and a backslide by Lynch. Kitchen sink by James. Rolling arm drags and an armbar by Lynch and turns it into a kick off the apron. Double clothesline spot outside the ring sends us to commercial break. And when we get back, Mickie James is riding a neck vice turned into a headlock. Not a head vice turned into a neck lock. That would be silly. Rolling clotheslines, a leg lariat, a kitchen sink, and an exploder, all by Lynch, and they all look fucking great. Let's be real. Flapjack by James, exploder by Lynch, mudhole stomp by Lynch. Becky forearms James in the back of the head as she's sitting on the apron. She falls out of the ring, plays possum, gets the chick kick, which they're now calling the Mick kick, which is just lame, and Mickie James gets the win. The commentators, again, do a very, very good job of pointing out the fact that this new blossoming feud, I guess you could say, is in fact 1-1. Now, we've talked about Natty and Nikki. We've talked about Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. Now we got to talk about something more important. The WWE SmackDown Live Women's Championship has officially been missing for 24 hours now, and it's really sad. We have a very frustrated Alexa Bliss who comes out, cuts an amazing promo, sees a jobber in the ring, challenges her to a match next week because she's benevolent like that, and it's the end of the segment. John Cena versus AJ Styles versus Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship in a triple threat match. Starts off with Luke Harper showing up at the side of the ring and putting a few beats in on Bray Wyatt for good measure. He's quickly ejected and the match starts. Shoulder tackles by Cena, trip by Wyatt. Cena eats steps on the outside, forearm by Styles, mudhole, and Wyatt eats apron on the outside. Corner spears by Styles are a little interesting, almost Edge-like, but like where you hold onto the ropes and just keep going at. This is me, guys. You know I suck at explaining things, and I don't really know why you watch my videos, to be perfectly honest with you. Series of kicks, headbutt and a chop by Wyatt, shoulder tackle by Cena, 5-knuckle shuckle, five-knuckle shuckle. Did you hear that? Yeah, take your video back about 5 seconds. Spaz actually said 5-knuckle shuckle. Oh, yes, botching like she who shall not be named. Phenomenal forearm and an attitude adjustment by Cena on Styles. Cena knocks out Styles' sister Abigail to Cena by Wyatt. Styles hits a splash from the rail onto Wyatt. It doesn't break the table, so it's great. He goes back up once again, hits a leg drop, and that does the job. AA on AJ, calf crusher on Cena, STF by Cena on AJ, and you think that Wyatt's going to lose his title without even being involved in the pinfall, but he comes in fucking I was going to say phenomenal again, but that just doesn't work. Fucking amazing running senton on both guys while Cena's still got the STF on AJ Styles. It's all good. Wyatt tosses out AJ, attitude adjustment by Cena on Wyatt, Styles clash on Cena, sister Abigail on Cena, and Bray Wyatt is still your WWE champion and going to the main event to face Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Or is he? After a couple moments of celebration by Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton comes out. Long story short, says, as long as you are the master and I am the servant, I will not face you at WrestleMania. What the fuck does that mean? Be sure to tune in next week. Oh, and fuck yes. This was an amazing SmackDown coming out of Elimination Chamber. This was an amazing SmackDown taking the first of the last few steps towards WrestleMania. If you don't agree with me, please put it down in the box below and tell me your methods. I really don't understand because I actually really loved this show tonight. Main event was fantastic. A lot of action with the ladies tonight. We got a new tag team in the Ascension who are actually starting to get pushed, which I'm nervous even to say because I don't want WWE to come back next week and prove me wrong. Great episode of SmackDown coming off of a really great pay-per-view. Fastlane is in a couple weeks, and that just makes me cry. But anyways, I've been Spaz, your YWC Reality Check. Subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation. Keep all these conversations going. Don't be a stranger. I will talk to each and every last one of you later, but for right now, I am tagging out. Bye, guys.